A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everybody. This is the second part of my video related to an astonishing new discovery about the Arabic language. In this video, I would like to continue what I have been showing you before. As you know, I have shown you before that the divine language, which is called the Lisanun Arabiun, is made in such a way that every letter has individual meaning. As you can see here, for example, with this word swabba, this word swabba means to pour something, to pour, and this consists of actually the letters swad, ba, and ba. There are actually three letters, but here one ba is missing because the doubling of the ba is shown by the Shaddah. This is the Shaddah, which shows the doubling. Now, how this make a picture of pouring something? You can see here swad has a meaning of something coming out, So this ba represents one container and this ba another container. So it's like this. Something coming out from one container and going to another container. This is what pouring is, right? So this is a picture of pouring something from one container to another container. Now, as I've told you before, the letters, their meaning are actually related to some words that begin with the letter. For example, this meaning of something coming out is related to the word swadara, which means something coming out. Something coming out. Dal from inside going to outside. So swadara means something coming out. So you can see swabba means to pour. That is from one bar-like container to another bar container, something coming out. Sadda means he blocked. Sadda. Now saddun, which would be the noun, means a dam. A dam which is used for blocking water, basically, right? So this one again is consists of this root letter sin, dal. Here you can see that how the sin looks like waves of water, and this dal seem to be blocking this water. You can see here, so sin would be like this kind of waves of water, and dal is blocking this water. And there are two dals. One dal is missing. This doubling of the dal is again shown by this Shaddah, which means there are several meanings. One meaning is intensification because of the doubling. So it means he blocked, but he blocked very heavily. Now there is another thing is that although it's blocking here, but actually we know that dal can mean the end or the beginning as well, both of them. So actually here both meanings can be applied. So in a dam, you block the water, but as well as you start from the dam to release the water slowly. So hidden in this thing is the fact that water is being blocked or ended in some ways, and then it starts again because of these two dals. By now, so you can see that every word is like this in the divine language. Every word, without exception. I know this is very hard to believe, but it's true. And now let's learn. So see, because in the divine language, every word has this meaning which is hidden in its letters, and every letter has individual meaning. So we have to learn the meanings of all the letters. When you learn meanings of all the letters, then it becomes very easy to learn the divine language, because words are made up of letters, and so we begin this learning of the individual letters with words that we use in everyday life. For example, say tawamun, which means twins. Tawamun means twins, and again, my theory is that this word is a picture and of a twin, and the meaning of the word is hidden in these letters. So how we see this? So see here, the ta indicates two, we know this, and wa means walad, which is a child, So two child, and alif means one, we know this, and means mother. So two walad from one mother, which is twins is. But see, the ta here is intimately linked with this wow. So this ta actually indicates a zygote, or so these two dots indicate the half of the child coming from the father, half from the mother, which they unite and they make a child. So it's basically indicating the origin from the same cell, the zygote. And then tawamun is meaning twins. Witrun means an odd number. And I have already told you before that wa means something missing. And this something missing is shown by this missing gap because the wa does not attach to the letter after it. And so one of the meaning is something missing. And here ta also means two, and sukun means absent. Two is absent from rakmun, from the number. So wa means a factor. A factor is like a child, a factor is like a child. A factor of 2 is missing from the rakmun, from a number. So basically an odd number means a number which is not divisible by 2, or the factor 2 is missing from this number. So this is how see the divine definition. Amazing, isn't it? That the divine language can define words like this. Doesn't matter whether it is a word related to science or everyday word. The divine language always define the meaning just by the letters and the associated symbols and other things. Aina means where. Now let's go methodical. Means I'm trying to go alif, ba, ta, sa like this. Slowly we will progress like this. Aina means where. And as I said, this is the picture of the expression of where. And how it is done is like this. See, the alif is the alif like axis, and ya is, we know, 2. So the two values of the x and y axis, two axes, and noon is the dot, the dot or a point called nukta. Nukta is dot. And aina means where, because it is showing the point, like in a graph paper or in terms of the world, latitude and longitude, where you have these two values of the two axes. So see, the noon, because of the dot, single dot on the noon, it can mean a hole. It looks like a hole. You can see this structure looks like a hole. A dot, a point to converge, a group, a cavity, or a female, because females are characterized by a hole. And all of this meaning of the noon is actually related. Once you grasp this basic meaning of the letters, a new world will open up for all this meaning, and you will be able to understand the divine language very easily. The reason the ya is related to 2 is that we have two hands. So you see, the meaning of 2 can be found in yad. Yad means hand, and we have two hands. And see, these values look like two hands of the dot, right? And notice also the fact that the dots are below the baseline, which means something you cannot see. So these values, the x and y axis values, or the latitude, longitude, something you cannot see, but it's like a concept. Star. A star is najmun, and we already know noon can mean something like a dot. So see, a star looks like a dot, and because it's a very large distance, so it becomes a noon, a dot, very large distance. And we have seen before in part 1 that kaf means something at a distance also, but that's for intermediate distance where the object just becomes smaller. But very large objects, if they're very far away, then they look like a dot, as like a star. So this means this is a picture of the star. And jim mim means jama. Jama means it gathers together. Mim means earth like planets. Also we have seen this before, and we will see it more shortly. So basically najmun, or a star, is defined as something dot like at a very large distance, which is associated with earth like planets. See, the stars always look like dots. Yaumun means a day. Here the ya indicates the two parts of the earth, that is the light and dark part, and wa indicates wahid, or one cycle. See how the wa is written, it's like one cycle, like this, one cycle of the earth. Astonishing picture, isn't it? Because you see why the two is necessary, because a day, yaumun means a 24-hour day, not the daytime. In English, a day can mean the daytime, or it can mean the 24-hour day, but in the divine language is very specific. Every word has separate meanings. There is no real synonym in the divine language. So yaumun would mean a day, that is the 24-hour day, but daytime would be nahar, which is completely different word. And see, so this is a picture of a 24-hour day, because the light and dark cycle, one complete cycle of the earth. Mala yamilu means to be slanted. Mala is in the past tense. It was slanted. Yamilu is it is slanted. And how? Because the earth is slanted, the earth's axis. So you see here, mim is the earth, and alif is the axis, or the alif is the line that you can draw through the earth, and then the axis is tilted, the lengthwise. Lam has the meaning of lengthwise, and so lengthwise the axis is tilted. And this is where we get the meaning to be slanted. See, so it's so easy to really understand the meaning once you understand that one meaning of the word mim is earth. Amun means a year. Amun means a year. And how we get this a year? Because you see, the Ain is written like this. Ain is written to the opposite way. Normally Arabic is written from right to left, but see, Ain goes the opposite side. So one meaning of this to return, to be opposite, something opposite, something return. It returns. There is double return sign. This is basically the return sign. And the meaning, one meaning of Ain is adda to calculate, and ada means to return. Ada means to return. This, you can see this ada, how it means return to the base, and so in picture we can see here. So this path of the earth around the sun means the return of one earth position. Mim also means earth, but also means position. So one full circle, when the earth returns one full cycle in 1 year, then we can know how to calculate the year. So ada means to return. Once again, ada. So the ada and yaudu, which is in the present tense, or the action is not complete, and the root is ain wa dal. So ain is to return one cycle to the start position, right, or the base position. So see, this is very nice way of learning the divine language, that you actually see the meaning. Qadam means foot, and the way this draws a picture of the foot is that you see the qaf, the letter qaf, where when it's joined to dal, the lower side of the qaf is missing. But see, if you look at the picture of a foot, you'll notice that this backside of the food matches with this part of the qaf, and the dal matches with the front part of the food, and mim we know is the earth. The one reason why this is earth is that the downward pointing tail of the mim shows us that our interaction with the earth is down below, with our foot down below, because it's extending below. Now, very interestingly, these two dots, I've told you that two dots of the kaf indicate two objects coming together. It can be two heavenly objects like we have seen in Qamar, but it can be other objects as well. For example, in this case, it means the ankle joint, and qaf has a general meaning of movement. So movement by pushing, daf'un, by pushing on the earth, movement by the foot. Astonishing and amazing. The more you learn, the more these letters will make sense to you, and inshallah I will make more videos and you can learn these things very quickly. Now, B means with. You probably already know this. Any person who is a Muslim most likely will know this. Bismillah means with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And B means with. We know this, but see, the reason B means with is that the dot is with the kasra. This is the kasra, below. Amazing, isn't it? That even in a single letter, the meaning is so quite clear, and it's a picture. This is a picture of the meaning with, because the dot is with the kasra. So if this is true, then you understand ba. If we say ba, where we put the fatha, which is above the ba, will be without. Meaning will be without, because the dot is without the fatha, right? Which you can see here. Qabila means he accepted, qabila, and yaqbalu means he accepts in the present tense, or when the action is not yet complete. And see, ba means without, not accepted yet, and B, after the action is completed, qabila, would mean he accepted, because it's with now. It's with. So qaf here means two persons coming together, and without acceptance before the completion of the action, and with acceptance after the completion of the action. And lam means to engage in something, to cling. One meaning of the word lam is to cling. Look how the lam looks like a hook. So you can imagine it. One of the meaning, I'll explain this to you in later videos, is to cling. And so we get the meaning is that he accepted because he meets somebody and he with engage. And another meaning of engage with language, this lisan, starts with lam. And see, interestingly, because qaf lam means saying something, qala means he said, which I will discuss again later on. So remember, the reason that the divine language draws a picture of object is that all objects and concepts are created according to the shape of these divine letters. And for more information, you can see my book, The Astonishing Language of the Creator, which is available from Google Books. Now, for your home task, please see all these words and try to spell them. I have removed the harakat or the tashkil and all the other associated things, and you can now try to see the meaning in each of this. Okay, make sure you can see it. You have to be able to see the meaning. So inshallah, I will be coming forth with more videos. Until then, Allah Hafiz.